lovely humans, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about a topic that you guys said you wanted to hear me talk about, and that topic is theater. I am so excited that you guys actually responded to my last video and you gave me some suggestions, and like I said, I am going to talk about literally whatever you want me to talk about. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my history and my story with theater and musical theater and acting and all types of theater, and I go way, way back. So I'm gonna kind of do like a brief little timeline, but I came up with a fun idea. I want to revisit an old video format that I came up with a long time ago when I first started my channel, and since I'm trying to be as experimental as possible lately, I'm gonna add some fun little snippets in here, comparing my older self now to my younger self in terms of how I approach the idea of getting into theater. So I really hope you guys enjoy that, and please comment below and give me advice and let me know if you like this new format. So primarily, the theater that I started off doing was musical theater in high school when I was around 15 or 16, and I did it all the way through maybe age 22, and when I was around 22, I started getting more into creating my own music. I was in a band for a while, I started writing my own stuff, and I still do that for fun today. I will put a link at the end of this video to my music channel with some of my original songs, and for any of you who found me through my Steven Universe reaction videos, I actually have covered quite a bit of Steven Universe songs as well. If you want to check them out, they're in the playlist. And comment and let me know if you like them, because I should probably cover some new ones, because there are a lot I haven't done yet that recently came out. My favorite role that I ever played doing musical theater was when I was Maria in The Sound of Music, so to give you guys a little bit of an example of that. The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. Yeah, that was my favorite. And mostly I did a lot of classical operatic based stuff when I was a little older. I was in Les Mis for a while, I was Joanna in Sweeney Todd, all of those light, pretty soprano-y roles. But initially, when I first thought of getting into theater, I was extremely insecure and apprehensive about it. A lot of that goes into the fact that I was a really shy, insecure kid when I was younger, and theater, honestly, really helped me find some form of confidence and break out of my shell. And for any of you who may have had an interest in getting into doing theater, whether it's just stage plays or musical theater, I cannot recommend it anymore. It's so healthy, it's so good for the mind, so good for your confidence. And for me, it really helped free me of my social anxiety in a way that I was struggling with so much when I was in high school. Now, the one thing that makes you really, really nervous when doing theater is, of course, the audition. But what I've learned now as a more accomplished older actor is that going into an audition is all about how you look at it. Okay, taking a deep breath, You know what you're doing, you rehearsed for this, you got this, superstar, you worked really hard, having a slight panic attack, definitely. No, what's a panic attack? What's anxiety? No anxiety, you're gonna do great, they're gonna love you, but starting to feel rapid heart palpitations, I think I might have a hyperventilation and have to call 911. No, girl, relax, you got this, I am literally freaking out. Hey, it's me. Hi, this is what I have to offer, I am very confident about it, and if you don't like it, then I don't really care. On to the next one. It's really easy to psych yourself out before an audition, trust me, I have been there many times. And what's even worse is when you hype yourself up for a role that you really want and you get this close to getting the role and then you don't get it. A very notable story for me was my senior year of high school. I auditioned for Guys and Dolls the musical, and I really wanted this big character role, and I practiced so hard. I worked with a private musical theater coach on it. She gave me all these pointers. I spent so much time preparing for this role, and I basically came second. I almost got it, and the one other girl got it above me, and I was devastated. But it doesn't really have to be that way because everything is a growing and learning experience. But at the time, young Kelly, who put all the weight of the world on her shoulders, was not very happy. Okay, here it is, the list. Kelly McCarthy, girl number 4/generic blonde girl. That's it. It's the end of the road for me. I'm never going to find any love or happiness or success in any capacity for the rest of my life. That's it. I don't think I could breathe. That's the end of the road, and I should have known before I went into this, and I think I should go adopt a cat. Girl. Listen. You're fine. You're fine. You're good. And eventually, you're gonna find someone who likes your stuff. Yeah, I was a little bit of a drama queen back then, to be honest. I will not lie to you, I was. But that is what happens when you're young and you put so much faith into something and it just doesn't work out. But that is in any area of life. When I started looking into colleges, I auditioned for a musical theater program that I got into, and I stayed at that college for 2 years. But ultimately, my feelings on musical theater started to slowly change, and I discovered that I wanted to study opera, mostly classical singing, instead of musical theater itself. Now, I don't want to go into like huge detail about this. Basically, long story short is I went to school for musical theater for 2 years. I was still really insecure. I let my anxieties get the best of me, and I wasn't getting cast in anything, and I felt really down about myself, and I made a lot of bad decisions because I was really young and I was in college, and it's like, yeah. So I was like, okay, I might as well flee and go study opera, because at the time my voice teacher was telling me to do that. And it was where my voice naturally sits. I'm a high soprano. I have an operatic voice. I could do other things, but naturally that is where my voice sits. So I was like, okay, this is the direction I should go in. But as I've talked about in many videos, the direction that you go in should be one you want to go in. And sometimes you'll start off in one area of theater and think it's what you want, and then realize that a different area is actually more what your heart beats for. And when I was in college, that is kind of what started to happen to me. I'm so happy here right now, but I'm also freaking out. But no, I'm not. I'm happy, and this was the right choice, but I'm freaking out, and I kind of feel a little bit emotionally unstable. But no, I'm happy, and I sound so beautiful, and I get so many compliments, and this was definitely the right choice for me. But also, I feel really stressed, and I don't understand anything. I don't know what musical theory is, and I'm kind of dying inside, and I don't know who I am anymore. So there's that. Wow, look at these actor theater kids. They just look like they're having so much fun and actually studying human behavior and how to portray who you are as a person and connect with other people who like the same kind of stuff. And it sounds really intriguing to me. And look at them. I wish I could play theater games and be free like that. So naturally, I kind of started to gravitate towards the kids that were in the drama department when I was in high school, even though I was in the music department. And I started to realize, okay, I'm studying opera, but I go home and I listen to indie pop every night, and that's what is on most of my playlists. I am writing my own songs, and I have a lot more fun doing that. And also, I'm really drawn to this area of this program where these kids get to study themselves and how to be a person and portray a personality. And I just kept feeling like I was on the wrong side of the mirror. So ultimately, to sum up my journey, I hope you enjoyed those silly little thought bubble tidbits I threw in there, trying out an old video style. Maybe I'll bring it back. Let me know if you guys like it. I started off doing musical theater, then I moved into opera, then I was very hardcore into that for a while, then I started sort of writing my own music and experimenting with band stuff, and I was in a really cool hipster band for a while, and it was so awesome. And then I realized that I kind of always loved being in front of a camera and just expressing my personality, and now I'm doing this. And I'm a music teacher on the side. I still write music for fun. I do have an original song that I wrote that you can find in my music playlist link that I'm gonna link below. And I do YouTube, and I love it. So ultimately, what I would tell you guys, if any of you guys are thinking about getting into theater, I would say explore whatever first really hooks you, and experiment with it and see if it's you. And if it's not, think, okay, I'm an expressive person, I'm interested in this, but maybe there's a different part of the industry that I like a little bit more, and there's nothing wrong with that if that changes. And if you find a part of theater that you love right away and it sticks, that's great too. I can't talk highly enough about theater, all aspects of it. Musical, straight plays, I've done a few of those that I've really loved, particularly this one. Opera itself, it's always an art form that I will always cherish and love. Acting for TV and film, making videos, any other side of it. I am just going to say that if you want to do something theatrical, don't be afraid, don't stand in your own way, and go for it. It's a little bit about my background and story for you guys because you asked for it, and I'm really excited that we're finally interacting on my channel. I will be back next week with some new, very exciting video news for you guys. If you want to keep up to date on Kelly True Thoughts, follow me on all of my social media. It'll be in the little card at the end of my channel as well as the links below, and I will see you guys next time. Have a lovely day.